You are curious about the bloody scroll. You show Samuel the scroll and tell him what you saw in the catacombs. After examining the scroll, the signature and other details indicate that it is a letter from the king to the princess. It is a report telling her that he had obtained the dragon's crown. You wonder if this letter is true. You can't deny that the ghost was clad in mail that was eerily similar to the king's armor. So perhaps this is true. The king's death will profoundly affect the kingdom and neighboring lands. Samuel orders you to report it to the castle.
Welcome back. Stop!
Immediately, you are overwhelmed by guards and thrown into the castle jail, charged for a crime you did not commit. This is a common fate for people who hold a royal secret. You are being removed from the drama at the castle. After a few days, the cell door opens. Once your eyes grow reacclimated to light, you see Count Dean standing before you. He unshackles your ankles and explains the situation to you. The Prime Minister had been jailing all of Dean's allies. As expected, Gustav was working for Bolga. He used a magical necklace to control the princess and influence Hardland. Once Dean got Princess Vivian to safety and confronted the Prime Minister, Gustav fled with a ship full of treasure. The princess apologizes for involving you in this. While she was a hostage, Dean couldn't confront the Prime Minister. This kingdom needs a new ruler immediately. Dean is no saint, but he would make a good leader, you think. However, when Gustav fled, he also stole the royal orb, another treasure that represents the right to rule Hydland. If MacNeil gets the orb, it will likely result in civil war. However, the orb does not appear to have reached Bolga. Princess Vivian asks for your help with this incident. You immediately agree and begin searching for the orb. Gustav's ship chose a pirate route, likely to elude captors. Perhaps his artifice was his undoing. You should investigate. To get the orb back, you travel to Ghost Ship Cove, a known pirate hideout.
Hello and welcome back everyone to French Bread Plays Dragon's Crown Amazon Solo Challenge. Challenge? It's more like a run. I wouldn't call it a challenge. Either way, that's not
Welcome back.
that's not me trying to be arrogant. I just don't think it's quite up to the standards of a challenge. Anyway, actually let's leave real quick. In between episodes, I picked up the other request we had, which is Morgan's Web. Morgan Lisley, the witch who runs the magic item shop, has always had a burning desire for furthering the development and research of magic items. She has seized upon the idea of combining highly elastic spider silk with magic in an attempt to develop a fiber that would be resilient against any kind of attack. To test her idea, she requires some giant spider webs. Go and acquire some for her. And that's what we did. So let's turn that in.
You're back.
Spider Silk Mantle. The cape created by the witch Morgan Lisley is a one-of-a-kind item made by enchanting each thread as she wove it. It is an ultimate example of exquisite and delicate detail. While it is light, it is amazingly resilient. Adventurers began to fight for possession of this rare item. Morgan was sent mountains of spiderwebs, but she never made another such cape. Indeed, she was sick of all the commotion over the first one. And you got some artwork here by Yasuhiro Fujiwara. Fair enough, I guess. Too bad we never sell the cape, but So it goes. And we have a couple of skill points to spend. So let's check out our options here. Ah, we have our first instance of Brandish, which is basically we're not going to level anything up. We're going to save up for Brandish. As it says down there, a spinning attack with invincibility. Press L, press in the direction left to right plus square after a 4-hit combo on the ground. This is going to start setting up Amazon's more prodigious AoE crowd control abilities. But it requires 3 points for us to get, so we're just going to hold on to our points. Though, for the hell of it, I'm going to look and see. We can still level up Adrenaline. Looks like that's the only thing in the main set of abilities we have waiting for us, so that's fine. But we were given a quest at the end of the last episode, and that's to track down some royal MacGuffin or another. Some crap they care about. It's taken by the ex-Prime Minister, who fled for some reason via pirate channels. Don't imagine it turned out well for him.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline. It seems large enough to contain another ocean. Sailors dread passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing here.
So, we got the dwarf doing our narration for this episode, and I gotta say, he is easily the worst so far. Hey, that's no insult though. It's, dwarves aren't meant for this kind of business. They're meant for building and smashing, not narrating.
Filthy Luca. What?
Filthy Luca. It's the threat of bats, surely. There we go. Pretty cool stage in terms of setting, though. I like it better than some of the more monotone stages, like the Underground Fortress. Where it just kind of, it looks good, but it has kind of a one-note palette and appearance to it. This has a bit of variety going for it.
A beautiful voice in the sea calls out to you. You'd heard of Mermaid's legendary curiosity. She asks you many questions. From your conversation, you learn Gustav's ship was indeed attacked by pirates. That means the pirates likely have the orb.
I have
According
never
to
seen
the
that
mermaid,
much on a
pirates
much butt on a
scattered
mermaid
throughout the
before.
islands use this area as a hub for trade amongst themselves.
Enemies.
Rumors claim that among their treasures is a magic lamp that can call
Stop.
forth the genie.
Zombies. Zombies, so irritating. Maybe I should just try to stay airborne as possible. Never stand in front of one. Force them to turn around to you, I guess, is what I'm thinking the best strategy for them is going to be. I don't think there's any secret or anything in the back here. No. Really? Do we have to do more zombies? Yeah, okay. That strategy seems to work. Hopefully we can avoid further molestation by a zombie. There we go. Skeletons too seem to benefit from a more measured response. It's just one of those things, a beat 'em up does not typically inspire one to
Come at me.
fight methodically, I guess. You know, you tend to just mash your way to victory. Oh. Get behind this fella. Especially when you're playing Amazon, right, where you want to make sure your rage stays activated for as long as
I
possible.
got it. Done.
They were being duplicitous.
Enemies.
It was all a ruse. The pirates were spying on you the entire time.
They were being duplicitous. That's an adorable way to put it. They don't like it.
Outstanding.
Now then.
Filthy lucre.
Elliot Pitt, the name of the ship's owner, is written here.
Okay. That's from the flag, I believe. Could you open this already, my friend? Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit, just open it. Oh, it's too close to the flag.
It's
Jesus Christ.
simple.
Yeah, that's going to be relevant for this side quest we have here in the future, but for now, nothing of interest to us.
Come at me.
Hey now, hey now. Ah, it's the zombie brigade. That's what I think of that.
Filthy lucre. I got it. Voila.
Now, we definitely have... Oh, that bed's still alive. We definitely have a very obvious secret door here, but tragically there's nothing we can do about it yet since we do not have access to proper runes.
What?
Oops. There we go. Easily done. I feel like on a whole we're playing a lot better in this stage than we have been in previous ones. Maybe I'm just learning my lesson. I don't know. Probably not. Useless ghost enemies. Away. Go away. Go away.
Oh, I can do that.
I bet you can. Whatever you're up to, Ranny.
Yes.
Let's get these ghosts taken care of. Whoops! Got caught by a hidden zombie. Let's clear the area just a little bit. What did I just say a few screens ago about standing in front of zombies? To be fair, it's quite dark.
Filthy lucre.
Looks like it deliberately gets darker when there are enemies around, which has resulted in a lot of lost EHP for me. Nope, not in front. There we go. Yeah, I thought there was another one in there. Man, that darkness is truly irritating. Alright, we're sort of getting back to our health, or max health pool. Yep, here we are. Alright. Let's pop our pot.
You've waltzed right into the pirates'
And
den.
pop.
They're coming to attack you.
Oops. Pop, miss everything. So this is kind of interesting, boss, right? Instead of having one main foe, we're just fighting a swarm of pirates.
The pirates have the magic lamp.
One of which has a magic lamp, which he's going to summon a damn genie from.
Get the lamp out of the pirates' hands.
I think the lamp flew off somewhere. Oh, there it is. Pirates are going after it. I kinda don't think we really need it, but let's pick it up just for the hell of it. That's not gonna work for us.
Don't let them take the lamp.
Oops, I just got killed because I was messing around. Oh well, that's what credits are for. Where am I? There I am.
Get the lamp out of the pirates' hands.
No, you don't get to mess with that. There we go. Sorry about not using the genie, but that's not super
The magic lamp granted a wish and
viable when we are fighting
you find
solo.
the orb stolen by the Prime Minister among the treasure the pirates left behind.
Level up. Wonderful. Means we get our
You
brandish,
reclaim the stolen royal orb.
which I'm sure, completely by chance, looks like the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Oof. Crap. 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 Kinda doesn't seem that useful at all to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Dwarf weapon. Sorceress weapon. Nothing for us this time, but whatever. We'll take the money.
The orb you retrieved must be returned to the castle.
Let's go ahead and return the orb. Get all our quests in a row.
The princess and count can't contain their surprise. They'd already resigned themselves to the worst possible outcome. You've won a great deal of favor from the royal family. The princess smiles upon you, and Dean trusts you implicitly. The succession imbroglio has been dealt with. Once the king is buried and Parliament approves, Dean will succeed the king. Still, the future king wears a somber expression. He knows Hydeland still faces many difficult challenges. The Shinyak Orc tribe is pushing in from the east, and more tribes are joining their ranks. They're an ever-present menace. Also, while Hydeland is currently at peace, Volga will surely strike if they sense an advantage. Worse still, the evil enchanters of the Mornion religion have cast their lot with the Bolgan threat. You are beginning to grasp why the last king of Hydeland risked his life to find the dragon's crown. I need it, Dean mumbles quietly. After completing a large task, you return to a normal routine, fulfilling requests on behalf of the Adventurers Guild. Whilst reviewing the outstanding requests at the Guild, you spot one from the magician, Lucane. It is about rune magic, but since you don't know too much about the subject, you're not sure what is requested. You tell the Guildmaster Samuel that you'll accept this job, and pay Lucane a visit to inquire about the details.
Back again, eh?
Let's see what quests we have available. Ship sleuthing. A famous adventure ship called the Elliot, which was thought to have been lost at sea, has been sighted recently at a cove infested with pirates. An investor who had been financing the adventures of Elliot Pidd, the Elliot's owner, is understandably curious about what became of Mr. Pidd. Please go and gain some information on Mr. Pidd's recent activity. We'll do so. But before that, it's time for us to gain what is rightfully ours. Brandish. High cost of entry, but it looks like it goes back to being 1 point afterwards.
You entered
let's see.
Lucane's tower to ask about his request.
Let's see if we can trigger it. Yep, there's the first part of it right there at the end of our combo. I believe each level of Brandish will let us spin to win even harder.
When you tell him that you have taken on his request, he immediately starts filling you in on the details. Certain Elysian ruins are highly regarded as a sacred area by monks. Unfortunately, monsters are desecrating these ruins. Monks were dispatched to purify the area, but the golems that used to protect the ruins have turned on the monks. Golems are controlled with rune magic. They asked Lucane to craft new golems with runes to pit against the old golems. So Lucane requested that someone go in his stead and use rune magic to craft golems. Do you comprehend how runes work? If you need an explanation, you can ask him. Lucane says that he would be delighted to discuss this, and launches headlong into a discussion about runes. Runes are magical letters that spirits and fairies carved into the world. You may have seen them yourself. Touching runes makes letters sparkle and float. Runes are a combination of 3 characters that create various effects. However, runes won't work unless a spirit or fairy is present. That's what you gather from Lucane's long lecture. Lucane hands you a stone that has a rune carved into it. Activate the 2 runes on the statue. Then add the stone's rune to cast the 3-letter spell that animates it. You press forward and begin looking for runes.
Oh, how can I help you? Which one?
You head to the ancient temple ruins at Lucane's behest. There, you need to animate statues using rune magic.
So there you go. That sets up our next quest. In between, I will take care of the side quest, and then I will see you then. As always, everybody, thanks for joining me. Hope you'll do so again, and until next time, peace. Feels good.